Hello guys, I am Stella, and today I am going to tell you my story. This is about my sister-in-law, Amy, who did her best to destroy my family. Why, you may ask? Well, she was convinced that I was a cheating and gold-digging woman who was using her brother Nathan. Amy was herself blissfully married to her husband Brian and had 4 children, but she seemed to hate that her own brother was getting married to me. When we announced our engagements, she said, "You seriously can't be marrying this woman, Nathan? I thought you were more intelligent than that."
What do you even mean, Amy? Why are you saying these things?
You know why, Nathan. This woman is an absolute whore. She has so many male friends and goes out with them all the time. You can't trust people like this. I bet she's cheating on you and marrying you because you have money. What are you talking about, Amy? Just because I have male friends doesn't mean I'm sleeping with them. I have my own job and don't need Nathan to support me. Don't give me those lies, Stella. I know what you are. No decent woman would have so many male friends when she has a fiancé. They are not your friends for nothing. I know you're sleeping with them. I'll never support my brother marrying a cheap woman like you. Guys, this is just a gist of what Amy had been talking about me. She tried her best to ruin my engagement to Nathan because she was sure I was a bad woman. Her logic was extremely poor and often made me laugh. However, when she escalated her behaviour, I was starting to get pissed off. She even faked screenshots to convince Nathan that I was cheating on him. Thankfully, Nathan didn't believe her and we got married anyway. After our marriage, Amy was adamant that she didn't want me around her. Nathan and her had countless fights about it. Still, she stuck to her impression of me. It was super bizarre and got so bad that we went low contact. Nathan didn't want to cut her off because she is his sister and he wanted her in his life. Nathan and I had fights about this too, but I gave in to his reasoning. He didn't have any parents anymore, so I understood why he clung to his sister. I tolerated Amy, but it all blew up after I announced my pregnancy. I was having a baby boy, so Nathan and I decided to break the news to his sister. But instead of getting a happy reaction, Amy said some horrible things. What in the world, Nathan? Why do you look so happy about this pregnancy? Are you even sure that this child is yours?
Of course this child is mine, Amy. Why would you even say that?
Nathan, you know that Amy is with you for money. With all the men she is around, who knows who got her pregnant? You should talk with her male friends and try to find the truth. Are you frickin' accusing me of cheating on my husband, Amy? How the hell do you make such baseless accusations towards me? Oh, please, Stella. We all know what a cheap girl you are. You always have men around you and don't even dress decently when you go out. We know you like to seduce people and trap them for your benefit. So, my dear sister-in-law was still salty about me having male friends. I frickin' couldn't believe my ears. This woman still thinks that I keep male friends to sleep with them. I know that some people can be conservative, but what in the world was wrong with her? Just because she doesn't agree with my lifestyle, that doesn't mean she gets to make false accusations about me. I was fuming and already ready to unleash on her. But Nathan got her first. He said,
"That is enough, Amy. What you are saying is downright disgusting. You can't just accuse my wife of being a cheap woman. Just because she has male friends, that doesn't mean that she is sleeping with them."
You don't understand, Nathan. She's playing you with her fake innocent face. I know what kind of girl Stella is. This baby doesn't even look like you, Nathan. You need to see what's going on here. The baby doesn't look like Nathan because he's just a baby, Amy. Babies change their appearance as they grow older. I'm not cheating on Nathan and will never do that. I've dealt with your bullshit for a long time now. But I won't do it anymore. If you can't respect me and our baby, you don't need to be around us. You know what, Stella? I don't even want to be around your cheating ass and your affair child. I'm only here for my brother. I don't want anything to do with you and your spawn anyway.
What is wrong with you, Amy? Are you so lost in hate that you would willingly sacrifice your relationship with your future nephew?
I know he's not my nephew, Nathan, so I don't care if I don't have a relationship with him. The time will come when my words will prove true. If you know what is good for you, you will get a paternity test and divorce that cheating wife of yours. Nothing we said or did changed Amy's mind. She was extremely sure that I cheated and our son was not related to Nathan. Even Ryan tried to change her mind, but to no avail. Amy didn't even see our son at the hospital. Nathan called and texted her to come see our child. She refused and kept calling me names. Still, Nathan was hoping that she would come around soon. Spoiler alert, she didn't. I didn't hold any hopes anyway, but Nathan was sad. When our son was a few weeks old, Nathan and I got a surprise invitation from Amy. She also told us to bring our son. Nathan was elated and thought that Amy was finally coming around. I had my doubts, but still decided to give this a chance. I did this for Nathan and our child. So, we went over to their house. When the kids were in their room playing, Amy brought out some kits and said, "The girls were told to make a family tree for their school project, so we got those 23andMe kits online. You know how good they are at finding our family ancestry? We are all taking tests to know more about our families."
Oh, that's a great way to find out about one's heritage. This does sound like a fun project. I'm sure the twins will have a blast doing it.
Yes, it is exciting for everyone. So, since it's about her family tree, I wanted to ask if you three would give your samples for the test. It would really help the twins' school well in their projects. The moment she brought her request to the table, I heard sirens in my head. There was no way she came to our house with the intention of helping her twins. Her twins were 8. I don't know why they were given such a complicated project that required people to buy 23andMe kits. It didn't sound right, and I was really skeptical of what Amy was trying to do. Nathan, of course, would do anything to help his siblings. He didn't even stop to question Amy about why they were spending so much money on an 8-year-old's project. I realised that this might be the reason why she insisted on having our son over as well. Anyway, since Nathan didn't say no, I didn't either. I had nothing to hide, so I gave Amy the samples. Amy actually smirked at me when she collected Nathan's sample. It was like she was telling me that my doubts were true. She was indeed planning something. I simply smiled at her and let her be. I knew she had nothing to win. I asked around her house and found out that she had taken samples from everyone, but specifically left out her husband. I was immediately alarmed and decided to get Ryan tested with us as well. I said, "Ryan, why don't you take this test as well? It would be fun to have everyone on board." "He doesn't need to get tested, Stella. We'll know about his ancestry through our kids. There's no need to get him tested as well." "Why not, Amy? We're all joining in for the project. Who knows, Ryan might find something interested about his family as well. He knows everything that he needs to know." "Ryan won't find anything interesting through ancestry test. Leave it be." "Why are you so against this, Amy? It's a fun, harmless test. I'm sure the kids will love to know more about their father as well. Plus, it might help Ryan find some distant relatives and such if they are any. Your reluctance is really odd, Amy." Amy started to look really nervous and made up some weird excuses as to why Ryan wasn't going to get tested. I found her behaviour extremely odd. Even Nathan was giving me side glances. Ryan then joined in on the conversation and said,
I don't know why you're so against me taking this test. Spending a few more dollars on this stuff won't be a big deal. I do want to know more about my family.
"Oh, come on, Ryan. You already know everything. There's no point for you to take this stupid test."
Stella is right, Amy. If I take this test, I might find some distant relatives that I don't know about. This sounds really exciting. I'm taking the test and that's final.
Amy did her best to convince her husband not to take the test, but he was adamant. When Nathan also supported Ryan, Amy found herself in a tough spot. She knew that she could not get out of the situation, so she was forced to allow Ryan to take the test as well. When everything was done and the boys were chatting in the living room, I saw Amy sneak into the kitchen. I followed her to go to the bathroom, but I guess she didn't notice me. Amy actually went into the kitchen, and I saw Amy throw away Ryan's sample in the bin. I was shocked to see that. I knew that Amy was hiding something from Ryan. So when she wasn't looking, I snuck up behind her and put the tube back on the table. Then I said, "Amy, it looks like you are busy putting the test together. Here, let me help you." "Don't you dare touch those tubes, Stella! I don't trust you even a little bit. Who knows, you might just throw out Nathan's tube to avoid getting caught." "So, you are still stuck on your stupid assumptions, I see. You need to drop it, Amy. I haven't cheated on Nathan and won't ever do that. Our son is 100% Nathan's." "I highly doubt that, Stella. You got pregnant too fast and you go out with way too many people to know if you are being loyal to my brother. Your innocent face is fake and I know it." "You sound very skilled at spotting fake faces, Amy. I'm really curious how you came up with this amazing conclusion on me cheating on Nathan. Do you speak from personal experience?" Hearing this, Amy went absolutely pale. She stammered a little and distracted herself by putting all the samples into the 23andMe bag. Then excused herself to join the boys. I smiled a little in my head when I saw that Amy had indeed put Ryan's sample in the bag. She was flustered and didn't notice the mishap. From her reaction to my words, I also understood that Amy might have cheated on Ryan. I prayed to God for the kids' sake, at least, that this wasn't true. I didn't care what would happen to Amy, but I was worried about her children and about Ryan as well. The dinner went well, but Amy refused to acknowledge or talk to me anymore. I could feel the tension increase between us, and I knew why. My doubts about her cheating became even more intense. After we went home, I did air my doubts to Nathan. I told him about our conversation and what I saw. Nathan was furious and said,
"Amy crossed her limits again. I knew that something was fishy when she tried to pass off the ancestry test as a project. I don't know which school gives such a complicated project to frickin' 8-year-olds.
I'm pretty sure she trapped us into getting the test done. That's why she asked for our son. You know she avoids him all the time and says that she has nothing to do with him."
Oh my God, Stella. That never crossed my mind. I just thought that she was finally trying to have a relationship with our son. God, I'm so freaking stupid. This was all a ploy, wasn't it? She still hates our son.
I believe she does, Nathan. She stayed away from our son even though she told us to bring him over. It was bizarre. I don't see her becoming friendly with him or making any efforts.
Thank God our son is still very young. He won't understand this hot and cold behaviour of his aunt. I was a fool to bring my child around this nasty woman again. I'll call Amy and confront her.
No, let's not do that, Nathan. Since she already took our samples, let her get them tested. I have nothing to hide, and it's time we prove it to the world as well.
Are you sure about that, Stella? I don't want Amy to think that she got away with it. No matter what, I'm going to have no contact with her. I am done with her. She is never coming near our child again.
I second your decision, Nathan. But I have a feeling that her kids will need us soon. From what I understand of the situation, there is a high possibility that Amy has cheated on Ryan. That's why she was so reluctant to let Ryan take the test. Me and Nathan further discussed everything and came to a conclusion. We would not be telling Amy anything right now, but we were prepared to go no contact with her once the results came in. We also wanted to make sure that Amy's kids had our support, in case things went south. And we were dead right about everything. Amy was foolish enough to ask us over to her house to see the results. She said that it would be fun to see the results together and explore our ancestry. She also said that we could help the twins with the project so that she gets good marks. Me and Nathan knew very well that she just wanted to gloat about the results and show us that Nathan was not the father of my kid. She was so sure of the results that she didn't think twice of checking them before we came over. Me and Nathan went over to Amy's house without our son. We knew that shit was about to go down and didn't want our son to be disturbed. Once we reached the house, Amy excitedly brought us in and said, "I have the results in my hands, guys. I can't wait to open it. I'm pretty sure we will discover some really interesting stuff inside. Why don't we start with your family? There is nothing interesting in mine anyway."
Why the hell do you think that, Amy? You and I will have the same ancestry anyway. Why will my family have more interesting information?
Oh, don't act so naive, Nathan. I've been trying to convince you to get a paternity test. You never listen to me. Today I have all the proof in my hands that your son is not actually yours. He isn't a fair child. We have had multiple discussions about this before, Amy. I do not appreciate you attacking me and my character every time. You are extremely delusional, you know. Oh, we will see who is delusional, Stella. Your good days are over. Once I open these test results, we will know your true colours. Nathan, you have never believed my words and even scolded me for airing my doubts. Today you will realise how wrong you are. Nathan and I stayed quiet and let Amy get carried away with her imagination. We already made our decision to cut her off and didn't need to entertain her anymore. Instead, we let her take out the results and find out for ourselves. She only concentrated on the results of my son and Nathan. To no one's surprise, it indicated that they are father and son. Amy was quiet for a moment and didn't say anything. I said, "What's the matter, Amy? Find something interested in that? The results would be pretty boring for us since we know my son is Nathan's child. I'm sorry it didn't meet your expectations. Guess there is no drama after all."
Why are you quiet, Amy? The results are pretty disappointing for you, aren't they?
Well, I guess it's a good thing that the child is yours. That doesn't mean Amy didn't cheat on you. I'm sure she has. And is still doing it. I'll find more proof. Just you wait.
Amy, why the hell do these say that I am not related to the kids?
There was a moment of deep silence when Ryan thundered about the results. Nathan and I exchanged some surprised looks and braced ourselves for the shitstorm that was about to follow. Amy looked pale and started to stutter. She said, "What are you talking about, Ryan? I don't understand."
These are the rest of the results that you discarded. They say I'm not related to any of my 4 children at all? What the hell is this?
I don't understand. This is not supposed to happen. How did your sample get into the envelope? That's impossible. I threw it away. Amy hadn't realised in her anxiety that she had accidentally accepted that she had thrown Ryan's sample away. That made her look even more guilty. All these things combined made Ryan absolutely furious. He started to yell and scream at her while demanding answers. It was Ryan who revealed that he had been having doubts about Amy. Apparently, Amy had been talking to an ex of hers pretty much non-stop. Ryan had caught her and fought with her about this. She had sworn that she had cut contact, but I guess that wasn't true. Amy was crying like a banshee and begging Ryan to hear her out. She was a mess and the kids came running downstairs. I told the kids to lock themselves in the room until I got them. Ryan was uncontrollable and kept berating Amy. He even said that he was going to divorce her ass. Amy was so helpless against this verbal assault that she turned to us for help. She said, "Nathan, Stella, please tell Ryan to hear me out. Please help me save my family. I'll tell you everything. Please help me calm down, Ryan. This was a mistake. I never meant to cheat on him."
You have some nerve asking me for help. You have no shame, do you, Amy? I can't believe I have a sister like you. I won't help you at all. After what you have done to me and my family, I don't want you anywhere around me. You will sort your own mess, Amy. I won't help you, even if you beg for it.
No, Nathan. Don't say that, please. Stella, please make him understand. Please don't let Ryan destroy our family. Please, I have kids and so do you. You should understand my situation. Oh, hell no, Amy. Just because we have kids, that doesn't mean we are anything alike. You tried to break up my family and made the most outrageous accusations towards me. You think me and Nathan would ever forgive you for that? What you did to us and Ryan is absolutely horrible. You deserve nothing but hate. Ryan would be intelligent to divorce you.
Oh, don't worry, Stella. I'm absolutely going to divorce her. Amy, first you try to blow up your brother's marriage and then you cheat on me? None of your actions are forgivable. I tried hard to understand why you were dead set on proving Stella as a cheater. Now I see that you were just projecting. You wanted to save your brother but didn't think twice before passing off someone else's child as your husband's? I am disgusted with you, Amy.
No, Ryan, please don't say that. I love you. Please don't push me away. We can work this out. We'll go to counselling and start afresh. This will make us stronger, Ryan. Ryan didn't give in to Amy's bullshit. Her excuses and promises were hollow. and we all understood that. Ryan was determined to divorce Amy, but he was also determined to get custody of the kids. Even if the kids were not his own, he still considered them to be his. Nathan and I also made it clear that we won't be with Amy anymore. We were done with her, just like Ryan was. In the weeks that followed, Amy was completely cut off from all her family. Ryan kicked her out the house, as it was in his name. The kids were staying with us because Ryan needed some time to figure out the divorce proceedings. He filed the next day and had to go through 1 year of separation. Meanwhile, Amy did her best to get people on her side. Since no one in her family supported cheating, she was left alone to deal with the consequences of her own actions. She even begged us for help, but to no avail. 1 year passed and Ryan was successful in divorcing Amy. Since Amy was left with no money or place, Ryan got full custody with supervised visitation for Amy. We live in an at-fault state, so the cheating meant Amy didn't get anything. She took on minimum wage jobs to somehow make ends meet. She again begged us for help, but we didn't give her anything. The kids went to stay with Ryan and seemed happy there. Me and Nathan also got rid of our problems and are living in peace. It turned out that Amy, in her quest to destroy my family, ended up nuking her own marriage.